everyone, and welcome to another Toonkind D&D. I am your DM and your host this lovely time zone, and joining me are my wonderful players who are returning from last time. If we could all introduce ourselves and who are playing from top to bottom.
Hi, I am Spec, or Spectral Haunt, and I am playing one Detective Quinn. I almost said private investigator. That is the wrong one.
We're having a day. We started an hour late, but it's the aberration investigator server. That's just how
Sorry
life
about
is.
that. Time zones.
Time zones. We forgot that not everyone practices daylight savings, and today is the very first day post daylight savings. So it's been
You
a
can
fun
imagine
time.
what. Yeah.
When you say same
Yeah.
time next week, it is actually not the same time for everyone, because some people, me, practices a bullshit thing called daylight savings.
I mean,
It'd
to
be
be
like
fair,
that.
it happens to me too, but just, man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're simultaneously starting on time and an hour late. Have fun with that. But,
Schrodinger's curse.
but yeah, so Spec,
Fitting that you have the Birdman from Haha.
yeah. So we have Spec who's playing Quinn, next in the order.
I'm Staria. I'm playing Mark Script, for whom this is your usual Tuesday.
On a Saturday.
Yep, and also there's something to say that this isn't the first time he got transformed and drastically changed height, in which he also learned he didn't have to breathe. Funny how it happened twice.
It be that way.
If I had a nickel.
Hey there. I am Morski, also known as Morski. I think I said that the wrong way around. Oh well. I am here with my lad Gaius, who was only mentioned in backstory details before, so haha, now it's my turn to send a funny little ride.
Yeah, and he's already adopted someone.
Yeah, so it's been a great time. Oh.
Hi, I'm Plague, and I am playing Fred, the guy who has no sense of danger.
Mans is just sitting here, determined not to move forwards the plot. He's just sitting here.
Yeah.
And we love him.
We
Yeah.
loved him for it.
Yeah, as you can see, we have a very fun cast of characters. This is part 2 to the first Carrionnette's Cry. So if you haven't watched that or listened to that, you probably should. It is a fun, chaotic game.
It is really.
It is full
Yeah.
of fire-breathing chickens. And fire-breathing
Doors.
everything, in fact.
Someone really, really liked to make things breathe fire.
I mean, Dragon's Breath is a good spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad scientists.
Am I right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so as a quick little recap for everyone, since it has been a week in real time, we stopped our last session at you reaching the second floor. You all woke up after being unceremoniously made unconscious, and you have been grand theft bodied. So you've all tracked down where you think your bodies have gone off to in a determination to get them back, because you sort of need that.
Yeah, it's
Kinda
our
useful
bodies.
to
Nobody
have
should have it
those.
other than us.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
yours.
Don't get into the wrong body.
You grew that body yourself. God damn it. But yeah,
Took a lot of effort.
so you've been put through some bullshit trials and puzzles made by someone who is just a little bit unhinged, but it's fine. And you've all made it to the second floor. So, the second floor is after you slipped on through the little slot with your fried chicken. A mechanical hand descended from the ceiling to grab that and retreat back into the ceiling, chicken in tow and all. And as you look around, you see that you're in another hallway full of Franken furniture. A lot more cluttered than downstairs, and a lot more dusty than downstairs. It looks like no one's been able to actually get through up here yet to try and sell off the junk. And
Fun.
very
Sorry, I'm
fun.
still reeling from the fried chicken.
It was some real deep fried chicken, gotta say.
Yep.
Man, that's really deep. God, that was the worst joke I've made yet.
It was, but I love you. It's not that
God,
deep.
that was such a stretch for the humor.
It'd be that way. But yeah,
Everyone here is so sane.
we are all so sane. But yeah, so there's a cord dangling down from the ceiling and you can see that when pulled, that usually would open up a ladder to the attic, as those things usually do. You're not too sure because, again, this house is fucking whack, but that's okay.
All March is handing me is climb.
Yeah, you also see that there's a lot of panels and rails in the ceiling for mechanical hands to drop down, do their thing, and return back into the ceiling. And they are busy up here. Every so often, a hand descends and sort of roots through the boxes full of junk, and then, after grabbing something, it retreats back into the ceiling. And this does happen a few more times.
Damn, my man's created the perpetual motion machine.
I just got
Oh,
like flashbacks to that one scene in I think it's Toy Story 3. Like the little claws are coming up and picking everything out.
oh.
But yeah, so how y'all doing in your teeny little doll bodies, and what are you up to?
Well, March is taking the up to quite seriously, and he's gonna try and climb the cord.
The cord
Gaius.
there's about 6 feet between the ground and the cord. You are
Stack.
everyone is a foot tall at most. Most of you are probably somewhere under the foot mark, but I know that March be tall, so.
I mean, Gaius definitely is.
Mhm.
I think he's the shortest of all these dorks, so. Funnily enough, but,
Okay, Stack is a no-go. He's gonna try and look for boxes.
There are many boxes. There's big boxes, there's little boxes, there's crumbled boxes, there are metal boxes, there are boxes that look like they're made out of a 2000s era platform game made to be destroyed and collected.
That was very
That
specific.
is oddly specific.
There is
yeah.
a story behind that one.
Yeah.
The story is that I grew up on 2000s era platformer games.
Wow, that was
That's fair.
that was very descriptive.
Also, that sure was
Incredible.
in that one.
Oh my goodness.
I am being kind and ignoring that.
Fair.
Cool. Yeah,
Because
I would
said
say
that I wouldn't angst it too badly.
If
The
it helps
dice
to roll
go for
with
the throat.
advantage, you still have Gaius's cape.
How? Come on, my boy.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Man.
The
I
dice
don't know
really
how to
want
tell
violence,
you.
huh?
I don't know how to tell you. This is not a good situation for Quinn, and I didn't think about that until afterwards. But anyway,
Oh man.
No.
How?
it's fine.
Oh.
Quinn, he's gonna no, because I'm doing that thing I always do when my muses give me like really low wisdom rolls. And we're compartment. He's gonna put down a little box, and he's not gonna acknowledge that box.
You good there, little man?
Take
Cool.
that box under the bed.
Cool.
He's
Well,
gonna use that box to climb up. Actually,
Oh my god.
Oh. Well, Gaius on his end at least is just vibing, just like, okay, some kind of mess again. Probably just keeping an eye out on Quinn because kid did not look good earlier, and so he's low-key a worrywart. Don't add him.
adding him.
I mean, you can always do an insight roll to see.
Yeah, sure. Guys, how
Neither
bad is
Fletch.
their in?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna ace this, Fletch. Insight.
I mean, the
Listen,
good
I
the
don't
good
have too
news
much.
is the good news is Gaius is really terrible at insight compared to a lot of my other characters.
Oh
Oh
my
my god.
Oh, that's a nat one. Yeah.
Oh.
Like,
Quinn is looking great. Like he's beaming. Like this kid has all the health in him possible. Like man, he's doing
Gaius
great.
doesn't believe that, but also, to be fair, they're all dolls right now, a little bit harder to read expressions, so like,
Just a little.
so he's,
That's
so
the
he's,
perfect doll face right there.
One
But
moment, I need to roll a vibe check. Okay,
my
so
Oh god.
goodness.
it's only Avery that's being a bitch. Yeah.
Well, I'm a little bit doomed, because I don't have physical dice, but oh well.
Rip.
you can always
I,
use
Do we
dice
have
art.
parser in here?
Yeah,
We have parser in here.
oh, I mean, we do, true.
it's /R.
Yeah. So, I
No!
guess.
Oh my god.
So no matter what I do, Quinn's just not doing okay. Got it.
Yeah. God.
Oh, I messed that up.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have
it's
to
just a
select the
dice are like, have a
actual,
crisis, detective boy.
Yeah, not better.
God.
So, like,
Low.
Gaius is. Yeah. So, like, Gaius is worried for the kid and trying to keep an eye on him, but man, it doesn't help
One
that, like,
second.
they're all kind of new to each other.
God. I can't even
What
try to roll a deception below that. I was like, maybe, just maybe if the dice are being mean, we can nat one a deception. The lowest deception he can get is a 7.
God.
That's what I pecking thought you'd say, pecker.
I'm sorry! He
No,
has
you're wrong.
problems!
No kidding. That's why Gaius is just kind of, just kind of. He isn't catching anything off, but he doesn't believe that. It's fine as is. He really picking terribly, honestly. Gaius is most likely distracted by literally everything going on
He's
here.
doing just enough to hold the perfect doll face.
Oh my god.
Man.
Yeah, he might be too distracted by March pushing boxes around.
Yeah, March, you wanna
probably
roll
that
me in
and all the
athletics?
hands.
And which box are you going for?
I think he's going for boxes that are big enough for him to climb, but also light enough that he'll be able to lift them up.
Fair.
See how well he does. Not okay. Cool. You see him struggle to push a box, and it's not really going well.
Your tiny doll body flops uselessly against the cardboard, and everyone can hear the sound of Legos.
Yeah, it's just like You just hear like flop, and March probably like tripped on something, and the box has not moved an inch.
Did you say
Oh.
Legos?
What?
As a joke, because you're all made out of plastic.
Man, I was to say, I was like, wait, we can work with this.
You haven't
Oh my
actually looked at the contents of any boxes yet.
Well, we
Um,
probably should do that. Can I roll a perception to see?
Yeah, you can roll perception. If you're looking in any boxes, that would also be an investigation. Also, what Fred be up to right now?
He's probably gonna look in the boxes too, honestly. So I'm gonna roll investigation for that.
We are going through it today, people.
Wait, what the frick are our commands again? Robotic.
Yeah, let's
Everything
see.
is
Well,
going great.
Exclamation point, roll d20 plus
Okay,
modifier.
thank you.
Mhm.
No problem.
yeah, I'm gonna roll investigation as well. Gaius does not see. Wow.
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 I knew it!
Oh my god.
At least
Reagan
someone
stole
can see.
all of the dice!
That's the first time I rolled, but okay. Okay.
You saved it all for this. Okay. So for those perception rolls, Gaius, sure do be a lot of boxes, and you can hear the mechanical whirring of various arms set about doing certain tasks. Quinn, you can see that the arms, they are actually rooting through the boxes as if trying to find something specific, though though you don't exactly have the best angle right now to see what exactly they're looking for.
Question: are the arms taking anything?
Yep.
Cool. Also, I might as well also roll perception, because why not?
I can see Starry and I starting to connect the same dots up here.
Yeah.
What's your perception, Flower Boy? Okay.
Ooh, nice.
All right. March, you can see that they seem to be grabbing uh, specifically half-finished gadget projects,
Mm-hmm.
just various things that look like they still have some work to be done. They are also grabbing anything sharp and
Oh,
blade-like.
that's not. That's fun.
I don't like that.
March's thoughts are immediately, what are they building with all of that?
Yeah, you can actually see one grab one of those really pretty multicolored knives, and then all of the other robot hands start swarming it, trying to grab it, and then they
Oh,
ascend back
shiny.
into the ceiling while still fighting over it.
Oh my goodness.
But also, for investigation, Fred, what box have you picked to look into, and what are you looking for?
The uh the box. I don't know.
Fair. You pick a random box.
What if it's the 2000s box?
uh, yeah, if Fred picks that one box that looks like it was made to be destroyed in a 2000s era platformer game, yeah, you can see a bunch of what looks like pixelated currency. And then this weird glowing orb thing. And
Eat
the
it.
moment that you reveal it, a hand starts making its way towards that.
Well, time to try to protect it at all costs. What should I roll? He's not.
I guess that would be sleight of hand to see if you can grab it before the hand does.
Oh
Oh
boy.
my goodness.
19.
Yes.
Alright, and let me roll something. Yeah. You grab it no problem. The moment you grab it, it dissipates. Congrats, you have +5 temp health.
My god. What is this, a video game?
Oh my goodness.
You can hear a little jingle that plays. The hand
Oh,
looks
my goodness.
slightly depressed as it goes back into the ceiling.
Fred is just confused. He thought it was just a fun glowy orb. He could take along with him, but nope.
Nope. The pixelated currency does seem fairly solid. At the very least.
How big is it compared to him?
It does vary in size, though there are some that are about the same size as the quarter that you picked up in the last game, though these are a lot shinier and a bit sharper because they're pixels.
He's gonna take
My
one of the
God.
quarter-sized ones.
Oh my goodness.
It might
Fred
be
is
useful
fucking
later.
living it up. It's got 2 emotional support quarters.
Well, he lost the other one because he shoved it in the sink.
I think he retrieved that, didn't he?
No, he never did.
Well, now you have a new emotional support quarter.
Yay.
Incredible.
It's very shiny, and whenever you spin it fast enough, there is a little ping that plays.
It's like the freaking Animal Crossing coins
Yeah,
that are like, you move through them and they make a funny sound.
basically, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We are so smart.
You are so smart.
Admittedly, what's coming to my mind is just literally the Mario coin pickup noise.
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant with the animal. It's the Mario coins in Animal Crossing, it's just that when you move through them, the coins spin.
Mhm.
Yeah. Next, what we gotta get is some golden rings. Anyways,
Well, there's more
I think March is
2000s
gonna
era
investigate
boxes if
more
you
boxes.
need. Maybe
Yeah,
one
March
of
is
them
gonna
contains.
try investigating more boxes, though I don't guarantee it going well considering his modifier.
Fair.
Yep.
oh,
March, you
Hold.
touch a. Hi, Marcy. You're unmuted. Thank you. I love you.
there was a hot second.
It was
Just
the
a freaking
pause.
pause.
Yeah.
I was so expecting Marcy to say something.
Same,
I lo-
honestly.
I love you so much. I was expecting you to bully me. But yeah, so March, you approach another 2000s era platformer box. But this time when you touch it, it sort of glitches halfway into the wall, shatters, and now you are covered in a rain of golden rings.
Amazing. I think it like when it like glitches into the floor, it like halfway takes March with it. So it's just like a brief moment where it's like spinning out of control and now he's dizzy.
Yeah, you also got a bit stuck in the floor for a moment as your collision got whacked. There was 1 second where you got to see everything, like that moment in Minecraft before the actual ground loads and you can see all the tunnels.
God,
But then you're
freaking
back,
rubber band.
and you
Could March see where everyone's bodies are in that state?
Probably
Roll-
not.
roll perception.
Oh my god.
Fletch, I'm starting to get concerned about if they're actually in a video game or not.
Nope.
Yeah,
Oh.
you were You are too busy being a little bit nauseous over what just happened. You don't even know how that happens. You don't have a stomach right
Yeah.
now.
He's not even he's not a CGI usually, so he doesn't have experience with that whole,
Yeah.
you know,
And this makes me
collision.
think if
Who needs
someone
that?
like the engineer went through this, they'd do the perception with advantage.
God, the
Let's be
engineer would
honest.
just do video game skips, just a freaking Mario backward jump. Anyways, we're getting wildly off topic.
Listen, the engineer was here. He just would have run straight into the fire and just like rode the chicken to victory.
Yeah.
Well,
True.
yes.
True.
Anyways, I think we're getting wildly off topic. Yeah, March sees jack shit.
Yeah. But hey, you are now surrounded by a bunch of pretty. You're now surrounded by a bunch of pretty golden rings that also make a very
March.
distinctive noise.
March will take a few because, hey, at least they'll get some souvenirs.
Mhm.
Actually, you know what? Gaius is taking one too.
Fair.
He figures his mad scientist friend will have fun with this.
Oh my god. You're fueling her chaos!
You're welcome.
And she hasn't even been introduced yet.
He who.
He who.
Ew.
Yeah, so.
Quinn, you're given a ring. Quinn, you're given a ring too.
He kind of just blinks out of it because he was hyper fixating on an idea in his head, and he just takes the coin and looks at it and then looks at you. He's real kind. We can't put this in a hammer space.
It just
I mean,
makes
none
a
of
funny
them
little
can.
noise.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, none of them can right now. They're all dolls, but.
He's just handing me like putting it on his head or something. Like, what do I do with this?
Congrats, it fits on your head like a little circlet.
Yeah.
God,
Looking
Quinn
very
has a
princely
cape
with the
and a
cape
bootleg
and
crown.
yeah. Looking very princely there, kiddo.
There's a snort from him. I prefer to keep my hands free.
Fair, fair.
March will do the same thing and also put a ring on his head. Solidarity.
Yes.
Solidarity.
Yes.
Good.
Gaius puts it on his own head.
Yes.
But because it's smaller, it probably falls and becomes a necklace instead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looks over at Fred.
Yeah, he's not paying attention.
Fair.
Rip.
It's okay. Fred's vibing with his brand new emotional support quarter.
Mhm. He's holding it kind of like he would hold a briefcase, but obviously
Oh,
it's not a briefcase; it's a coin.
he's so valid. Well, you have all successfully blinked yourselves out. You want to roll me perception?
Oh,
Sure.
I will
Sure.
say Quinn does have a plan he wants to try.
Mhm.
Yep, that's what I thought, you dumb
Let's see how he
plant
does the
man.
perception
Plant
first.
boy.
Gaius kinda see.
one.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask too. Can
Yay.
Gaius see if there are still footsteps in this room?
Okay. Yeah, guys, if you're specifically looking for footprints, do roll me a survival.
Oh boy.
But yeah, let's see. Fred and March, you are both a little too busy with your respective bling. You're the prettiest rabbit mask wearing and lamp boy at the ball.
Can't believe you're
Congratulations.
saying a lamp and not flower. Come on.
Listen, I have to respect his roots. And yes, that is a pun.
In suffering.
Yeah. So, Quinn and Gaius, you do see that now that you're kind of shiny, there are a few hands that sort of hesitate on their paths before they go back to rooting through the boxes. And Gaius, you can in fact see that, yeah, there sure do be footprints left over from your real bodies that make a path through the clutter and boxes and stop right below the ceiling door. Is it a trap door? I don't know. Um, but you can probably
Attic
assume that
door.
they ascended the normal way.
Okay, fair. He's gonna point that out to the others.
Quinn
Oh
just
my
kind of
god,
nods,
everyone grab a knife.
and
Everyone
Can I-
grab a knife so you can get grabbed.
can I say
Honestly,
the
Yeah,
honestly,
Spec,
Gaius
you
is
can say your
wondering,
thing.
like, yeah,
can I say the idea Quinn's been handing me since the beginning?
Yeah.
sure.
Go
He
ahead.
wants to run and jump on and grab one of the hands.
Good.
Yeah,
He wants to
Gaius
ride it
is
to the
like,
roof.
yeah, Gaius is like nodding and just like, yeah, I'm wondering maybe if we take a knife or a whole lot of shiny things, we get picked up by a hand and we can ride them.
I
See,
mean,
Quinn
you
wasn't
could
even
also
going to
try
get
to
picked
run
up.
and grab one.
He's just gonna try and run and catch.
Okay.
Oh my
Catch these
god.
hands.
Is there anything you're gonna tell anyone before you try that, or are you just
Nope.
saying your plan and then going for it? Okay, roll athletics.
I'm a be real with you. Gaius is probably going to yank you back by the cloak and go, oi. At least tell us your plan first.
Quinn's just gonna go. 1 second, I want to test something, and then he's just gonna sprint.
Oh my god.
Gaius just kind of
Dirty!
face up.
Roll in
Oh my
athletics to
God.
try and roll in athletics to try and beat Quinn's dirty 20, I guess.
Okay.
See if
Actually,
you can grab him.
well, this probably won't work, but he'll give it the old college try, I guess.
No.
Yup.
You
Goes to like grab, but the cape just slips out.
Yeah, it slips through your little plasticky hand, and Quinn is just sprinting. He is booking it. And let me roll. Okay.
Is that
No.
a good thing or a bad thing?
No way.
Oh my god.
Quinn,
Oh, rip.
Oh.
get a good running head start. You
Hold
parkour on top of a bunch of boxes in a way that is frankly rather impressive. And you do jump onto a hand and grab it by the wrist. And you start riding this thing like it's a fucking mechanical bull. It is wriggling. It is going everywhere. You are being tossed around like you are nothing but a sack of grapes. And
Can I
yeah.
can I make an argument because I think it would be really cool and I don't want this to fail? Can I make an argument for him to try and roll an advantage?
You can try to roll
Because
again.
because he will take his needle and dig it into the hand.
Yeah, you can try to roll again with advantage, I suppose.
Thank you for giving me this. Thank you for giving me this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Beats it, beats it.
Yeah, you start.
Well, it's over.
Oh wait, no, it's a lot higher.
God, you start just. You start slipping off. Your little doll hands not strong enough to keep a hold. So you grab your needle and just wedge it into a gap between the plates and hold on for dear life. And you are succeeding. The hand is not ascending into the roof because it is still trying to buck you off, but you are successfully riding this thing.
I'm so happy right now.
So, how's everyone else doing?
Gaius may have facepalmed when he realized, but like, hey, it does. Well, it was what he wanted to suggest, anyways. But now the kids, well, now he's going on his own. Okay,
The camera
just
pans
really
over
hoping
to
they.
the camera pans over to Quinn, who is still hanging on to this thing for dear life, and another hand descends to try and, pry Quinn off of the first hand. And it's just a really ridiculous display right now.
She's batting away the second hand like, no, mine.
I have an idea for March. March, meanwhile, is gonna try and find the prettiest, shiniest, sharpest knife he can find.
Alright. While Quinn is fucking battling for his life, go try and find. Roll me an investigation to see if you can find a good knife. Gaius and Fred, are you kind of just watching this?
Yeah.
Nah, guys. Gaius is actually going to. The rink pile? Can he just collect all of it and then barter with a hand to get a lift?
You can try.
Is a 12 enough to try to find a good knife?
You do find a very shiny golden butterfly knife.
Alright,
Ooh,
that's enough for
nice.
him. He will raise it. I'm assuming it's like bigger than he is, or
Mhm.
at least half his height. Um, he just raises it over his head and just like, "Hey, you want this?"
One of the hands perks up, starts approaching.
Is going to hold on very tightly to the knife and hope that the hands takes him with it.
Yep.
I guess.
Roll in athletics to see if you can keep hold. Gaius, since you're specifically trying to barter with a hand, what are you doing? You successfully make a pile of rings.
He sits on top of it, waves, and goes, "Hey, if one of you take me with you, I'll give you all these rings I'm sitting on."
And is that 16 a persuasion? Or
That
no, wait, that
is
is
March's.
yeah, that is March. I see aberration at the start, and I'm like, oh, this is Morski. Okay.
Say,
So, yeah,
I mean,
so
I can roll a persuasion for Gaius if you want.
yeah, roll a persuasion. March, you do successfully keep hold.
It's a 12.
The
Oh
hand
boy.
does approach, and it is sort of examining you right now, but it's not quite sold on the deal just yet, mostly because this isn't your house.
No, that's fair.
So is
Can I
March.
can I roll can I roll an investigation to add a knife
Yeah.
to this pile?
Also, what's March?
Wow.
Oh no! You find a
Also, because I wasn't quite listening before, did March manage to get up?
yeah, you do manage to keep hold. A hand does descend and gently pluck the knife, and since you are holding onto the knife, you are plucked up along with it. And now you're
Incredible.
ascending into the ceiling alone.
Yep.
uh,
March is just like, do what I did. Take a knife.
tell
I
your
can't find a knife.
story.
I can't find a knife, damn it.
March, you do have a vantage point to help if you want. Quinn, you could also try
He
to
will
help.
help.
You can also try and help
okay.
Please.
if you want. But Quinn, you will have to do it at disadvantage because you're fighting off two hands.
I'm like, I think Quinn's going through it right now.
Yeah, Quinn, you're still fighting for your fucking life here.
Quinn voice, I have made a plan and I am sticking. Listen, you know the inspiration. Is it not in character for him to make a plan, act on it, ration without thinking, and then once it starts to go wrong, just dig his heels in farther?
It is very in character.
Oh.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Also, what do I roll to help?
March, you would roll a perception for this. And Fred,
cool.
what are you up to while this is all happening?
Just thinking, what if instead of just charging at the hand, you stealthily charge at the hand?
Oh my gosh. Roll a stealth.
Yep.
March, you do
Okay,
see a
I got
box that
17.
seems to have a lot of knives. You can't determine the quality of any of these knives, but you do see a box of knives.
Good enough for now because crappy knives are better than no knives. So he's just gonna point Gaius over to them.
Cool. Roll investigation again then.
Yep. Also, Fred, that is the 17 in
Better.
stealth. You do manage to sneak up on a hand that is currently rooting through a box. You're very close to it now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Time to grab on.
All right. So, guys, you managed to find a nice knife that seems to have a very pretty blue resin handle. And you add it to your
Ooh.
pile.
Yeah, just like edge it to the pile. If you pick me up, if you let me ride on you now, I'll add this nice knife to the collection here.
Okay, make your persuasion at advantage. And Fred, what you gonna do?
Grab onto the hand.
Okay, roll
I
in
just jump in.
athletics.
Okay. I used to have an 8 in athletics.
Yeah.
Guess what I have now? I got a freaking 3.
Hey,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Oh, rip.
Uh,
Like,
okay.
I'll rip Fred.
Yeah, Gaius, you weave up a very compelling argument. Like, you were all smiles. You managed to really tempt the hand because whenever it approaches, you just casually pull the knife away just a little bit further. And eventually the hand has had enough and it grabs you, the knife, and the rings all together in one fell swoop. And now you're also being carted up into the ceiling, like March is.
Mission accomplished. Guy is bartering like he does when he's trying to get food a little cheaper at the market.
Yeah,
It
and
worked.
okay. Yep, you are now also ascending. Quinn is still fighting for his fucking life. We'll come back
My
to him
goodness.
later. I feel like he would be biting the hand if he had teeth right
Oh.
now.
I need you to understand, he handed me wanting to do that.
I'm very
Fletch knows him well.
Feral.
You know him really well, yeah.
Also, you are lucky that I rolled at disadvantage because you took the hand by surprise. Yeah,
Oh my god.
you take the hand by surprise and you manage to get a very good foothold in like a gap. So you've got a very good grip on this hand as it also sort of jumps up in surprise and starts whipping itself around to try and get you off. This one seems to be a bit of an older model and is a lot clunkier and slower. So you manage to keep hold.
Quinn voice, why didn't I get that one?
Alright.
Because you're full of hubris, my boy.
Okay. So what are you gonna do to try and get these hands to ascend now that you are on them?
Point upwards.
Roll persuasion.
Oh my goodness.
God.
There are so many brain cells in this party, can you tell?
Absolutely none.
This is my persuasion. It's a +1. Okay. No.
Before I roll something, when we roll a d2, is 1 yes or 2 yes?
It can be
Whatever you
whatever
decide.
you want. Yeah, just simply set one number as
Okay.
yes and the other is no.
All right.
Just set it up beforehand. Oh my god.
Oh god. Okay.
What does that mean?
We'll get back to Quinn in a second. We'll get back to Quinn in a second.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Let me roll a. Yeah, you. Fred, you manage to be just persuasive enough in that this hand really does not like you on it. You are weird, you are lanky, you are made out of plastic, and there's just a lot going on. You have teeny little fingers that's getting into its gaps and wiring, and it doesn't want this. So the moment you point up, the hand just all but yeets you into the ceiling. This is not a gentle ascension like it was with March and Gaius. You are being. The hand is just very much
It's on a
winding
mission.
up and then tossing you into the ceiling with all of its strength.
This puppet empty. Yeet.
So yeah, you've successfully made it up. You do bonk into something, but we'll get there later. Quinn, now that you're the only one who's left down in this hallway, what you doing?
I need you to understand. I had a roll because I was like, please tell me you're not that stupid. He is. Quinn has realized that he cannot win this fight. So do you want to know what he handed me doing?
What?
Oh god.
He said,
Oh,
you know
boy.
what? He's like, you know what? Because you said he ran, so that means the hand he jumped onto was a little bit farther down the hall. He has handed me, in all of his infinite wisdom, what if I just jumped onto the string hanging from the ceiling
God.
and just hold it down now?
Oh my god.
You know what? Roll. Yeah, let's roll acrobatics, I guess, as you were doing a flip leap.
Oh my goodness. Oh no!
Quinn,
Holy
you make a very careful
no!
plan. You are going to use this hand against it. You are going to use the momentum it gives you to jump onto that string. This is a perfect plan. You jump just as a hand yanks away and you fall to the ground and flop onto your face.
I am so glad no one was around to see that.
Was no one
to
around
was
to see it? Yeah, like
everyone watching.
Yeah,
He's going to think that they're all above the ceiling at this point.
they are all above the ceiling. That doesn't mean that they can't watch it, but it's okay. You don't know that.
Know that he's going to live in his ignorance.
March is just like, oof, is he okay?
Yeah, for those who were brought up into the ceiling via the hands, one way or the other, you do find yourself in a crawl space that seems to be between the floor of the attic and the ceiling of this hallway, and you can find a little opening to peer through, and you do see this magnificent display.
He's just going to lay there and
All
like,
of them
Hold up.
wincing in
hold up, Quinn's a doll. He can do the funky death guy pose now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
my goodness!
Quinn in the Family Guy
I-
death pose.
goodness. Really what
Mark,
Gaius is
Gaius,
handing
and
me is...
Fred are just like the pose of like, do you see this shit?
Well, Gaius is just kind of handing me aye.
He was so cool for a bit.
Yeah, I will say, Fred, because you got yeeted into this little crawl space, you did kind of bounce around inside it before you landed right next to Marching Gaius,
Like a ping pong ball.
like a ping pong ball.
Also in the Family Guy death pose.
Now this time in the ghost trick death pose.
Amazing.
Okay. So Quinn, in all of his infinite wisdom, has handed me my pride is hurt. This means I must double down.
Are you gonna
Oh,
try
no.
and wrestle another hand?
He's gonna he's not gonna go for the hand. This time he's just gonna straight up try and jump for the string using boxes and parkour.
Okay,
Oh my goodness.
roll athletics to see if you can push any boxes close enough. I guess. No.
Once have I rolled this game?
You touch another one of those 2000s era 3D platformer boxes. This one also glitches up into the ceiling without you and shatters.
He kicks.
Oh
he
my
kicks the
goodness.
nearest box.
The next box thankfully does not blow up.
How many times do you think I should roll this?
Oh, one moment. I'm getting a call from my parent. I will be back.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope you're all enjoying the infinite wisdom that is Quinn.
Absolutely.
Okay, but like Quinn and Fred share like a brain, seem to share the same brain cell. It's just that Fred has too much luck.
Quinn is a very smart character. Intelligence is one of his second highest stats. But his
He's not
wisdom
immune to stupidity. He's not immune to the detective code
wisdom.
stupidity.
is his dumb stat, which means he can come up with brilliant plans. Like this kid can solve anything. He can come up with the greatest plans. He can like plot out some of the craziest stuff. He doesn't have the wisdom to pause and go, should I do this though?
I mean, that's the same with Fred too.
So, and if you look at his source material, there is plenty of history of whenever he makes such a brilliant plan and it fails, him going, yes, I will double down now. Out of
Good
spite.
lord.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, he's just angry at this point. And he will in fact be doing everything in his power to not do this the easy way. I'm counting
Oh
though.
my
How many
god.
have I got in this actually? I've gotten 3 nat ones so far.
Amazing.
Holy bleep.
I'm gonna make
This
a little
game is
counter.
going so great.
Holy bleep. By the way, I hope you'll know I'm drawing just something from this.
Oh boy.
Hell yeah.
I can
Can
just
we-
like imagine like little pings in the corner of like the video of just every time Quinn gets a nat one.
The freaking Cinema Sins counter.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just imagining just a ping.
Just like Quinn eats shit counter. But I love, but it's like on one hand, this is such an angsty You see, you said it yourself, but there's like a lot of angst potential for Quinn. But also, this is such a bullshit-filled game, but I think it balances out.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the thing.
absolutely.
Like, I mentioned the Fletch outside of this. This I cannot even begin to explain the amount of like Quinn is currently stuck as a puppet. A puppet doesn't age. I look at Fort Zanon. You can see what he's. So that's in the box right now. They remember that box I mentioned he keeps putting his experience in? It's in the box right now.
I'm back. What's Quinn up to now?
Bullshit.
Quinn is I'm pulling from source material, and Quinn has decided that he refuses to do this the easy way, and he is full of spite now.
Love
He's
that.
doubling down.
So he is going to. I'm gonna roll, and is he gonna try a hand, the string, or is he gonna try and scale the wall? Because he just handed me that too, so he's like getting desperate. Like he is. There's not a
How
brain
are
cell
you
left here
going
anymore.
to
He's just,
scale the wall?
Oh my goodness.
he doesn't know. He's just full of spite at this point. Okay, so he's going for the hand again.
All right. Is he going
Okay,
to
here we
go
go.
for the nearest
Drawn.
hand, or is he going to try and vet his target this time?
He's going for a hand near the string.
Okay.
Oh my god.
There's a few different hands near the string, so you gonna roll perception to try and vet your targets, or are you just gonna go for the nearest one?
He's going for the nearest one. Fletch, you know that. Do you think that he is thinking this through anymore?
Fair. Let me just roll. Let me just roll D2 real quick. Hi, Iggy. Are you Anky? Are you Inky? Okay. Quinn, there is mercy taken on him because the hand he ends up going for is the same exact hand that a certain rabbit mask wearing doll had assaulted earlier.
Oh my god.
And that's a 22 on the grapple, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, you let me I'm going to ignore that.
What did you get? Tell me. No, this is funny. This
I
is
got a
funny.
nat 20.
Oh my
My
goodness.
god.
God. Okay, if you want me to keep it, Quinn, you start running for that hand, but that hand, it sees what you're up to. It is not about this, and you jump, and it smacks you down into the floor.
Listen, I get to bully Quinn this game. I don't ever get to bully him and it be funny. It's always angsty when I bully him. I'm enjoying this.
So, you're gonna try.
I'm just imagining the boys, the other boys and question mark just like sitting on top watching this all happen.
It's like those montages.
Okay, are you trying to go for the
Yeah,
hand
it's
again?
just like you see one of them like look at like a non-existent like hand watch, just like waiting.
Forgot to roll and see if he was going for the string or for a hand. Okay, he's 17 to jump for the string. He's not even trying to push boxes. He's just trying to jump on something.
Okay. I'm gonna take mercy, and the earlier commotion has dropped some things into place where you can reach it via jump. You jump onto the string. It bends down ever so slightly, but then you're just dangling from it.
What
My
I need to know, I have
goodness.
tears in my eyes. This is the funniest shit
You
ever.
you
This
suddenly
is the funniest shit
realize
ever.
Yeah.
with your 18 intelligence, you suddenly realize that these things are pulled down by force exerted downwards. Ergo,
You are a
having
small
weight
puppet.
on it, you are a small plastic puppet. You don't have any force to be throwing around. Maybe if all of you were together, there would be enough weight to pull it down. But with just you sort of dangling off of it, it's just hanging there.
By the moon!
Ring.
Do you think we should try waving at him so he can get up here with us?
So it's Quinn.
Can Quinn see them?
If
That's what Gaius is asking.
Quinn, roll perception, and if Gaius is waving and trying to draw attention, then do it with advantage.
Yeah. Gaius waits approximately a second and does it anyway.
Oh my god.
It's a really good thing there's that advantage, huh?
God, 4
Took you
nat
drifting
ones
away from
in
that
an
nat
hour.
ones.
I have a little counter here. I have a little counter of his nat ones at this point. We've reached the point of needing a counter.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, you do manage to see Gaius, March, and Fred peering down at you. They
Blink, blink.
they saw the whole thing, Quinn.
Yeah.
Quinn internally. This is the part where I just melt, right? Like his whole, like if he was real kind again, his whole face would be bright red.
Oh.
I
As is though, if it helps, Gaius is just doing motions to like come join them up here. He's being nice and not doesn't seem to be acting like he saw any of that. I'm gonna roll this stat quick. One. Holy
Yeah,
bleep!
Quinn
Guys,
would
pulls
have
it
to
off
get
for this
Yeah,
one
Quinn
thing.
would have to get like a really high number to beat that. Holy shit.
Guys, you know,
Mm.
no, Gaius is a little sibling. He knows how to pull this kind of stuff off. He's doing a great job of pretending he saw none of that. He's just like, dude, come on, get up here.
yeah, he totally saw nothing, Quinn.
Yeah.
Quinn doesn't believe that because I don't think the others are trying to hide it.
I mean, if he didn't see it, why would the others see it?
His embarrassment says so. However, Gaius has a very good note in his book because
Aw.
Gaius is hiding, and Quinn lets that. I need to understand, by the way, because I like adding to the gag. Quinn is just, I've just been imagining Quinn like hanging by his hands, and it's just spinning really slowly in
Yeah.
a circle,
Oh, Quinn
and like
beloved.
he's just like eventually he starts like wiggling, like trying to like yank it down, and eventually he just lowers his head in defeat before he lets go. Can I roll investigation to see if you can find a knife?
Yes.
I love that knives are currency for this.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, Quinn,
Hey.
it does not take long for you to find the most beautiful, wonderful knife here. It is iridescent, it is shining, it is intricately patterned. All of the hands are looking at you.
Quinn just holds it up with his head lowered in defeat still.
Roll athletics to
Oh.
see if you can continue to hold on.
honey.
Good enough.
Fletch voice, this
Thank
is a
you for
sad.
your mercy.
You are plucked up by a hand that you hadn't recently stabbed and carried up into the ceiling. The moment that you're in that little crawl space, your hands do slip from the knife, and it is gone.
He just lays on the ground. He's got his needle on his back again. He's just done.
March,
Congratulations,
they're
you've
just like
rejoined the
a
party.
pat from March as Quinn is finally up with them. Like there.
Gaius just comes over and is just, hey, good to have you back with us.
None of us speak of that again.
Not a word. And hey, if you want help with stunt work, when we're back in our, actual bodies, I can help.
Help with what? I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Stunt work.
Stunt work? Quinn actually does look up at that. He thought his interest peaked.
March is smiling a very sincere smile.
Special interest unlocked for Quinn. Athletics.
Gaius
Alright.
will chip it. Well, Gaius is still playing off the nope, he didn't see anything, but he will see. But he will chip in like, learned a couple things out there in my work, so I can show you what I know if you'd like.
Quinn just kind of nods, and he just pushes himself up and brushes himself off and goes, alright then. Let's just get going.
Alright, roll a perception.
I have to ask, did the crown somehow stay on his head the whole time?
Yes, you are still a special little crown boy. Everyone still has the funny little stuff that they gathered.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
Quinn got a nat 20.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
The way you said that, Fletch, was so, sad. You're like waving the small little banner. Yay!
Yippee!
What are we rolling right now?
Perception.
Alright.
Got a 15. Woo. Not too bad. Like
5.
oh.
Alright.
Oh.
March's ring slips on his head and he has to struggle to get it out.
Yeah, March, you're preoccupied with fixing yourself. You gotta have your best look for your body retrieval, okay? Gotta be on top of this. As for Gaius and everyone else, you can see that you are in a dusty little crawl space. It's been modified so that there is a whole bunch of mechanics and rails, and you can see some dormant mechanical arms stashed away here and there. You can also see that there are arms in motion. They do sort of have to squish themselves to fit in here, but you kind of are. Yes, Iggy?
Iggy wants to join in on the game.
There is a tiny mechanical dog that is yapping and just passes you like a ship in the night.
I'm like, don't tempt Quinn. Quinn will pick him up.
It runs past you and is being chased by a very miffed looking arm. But yeah, so distraction aside, you're in. The hands sort of have to squish, but they can still move through it, and you can see that the hands that have knives and other such shiny things are moving down towards a certain direction. You recognize this as the direction that the door to the attic was in the hallway. And yeah, there's not too much else going on in here. Quinn, let's see. Quinn, however, got a nat 20, so I do have to give him something.
Making up for
This
those
is
nat
where,
of
ones,
course, the
baby.
one spot where we don't need a nat 20, he decides to, pull it together. Thanks, Quinn.
Yeah, you can see, like, again, all the hands are going a certain direction. You see that there's a little opening that they are pushing up into, and when they come back down from that opening, they are no longer holding a knife. And they scoop back along the railings down to pop through another gap in the ceiling to assumedly shuffle around for more knives. You also hear the faintest noise of someone monologuing. You can't make out any words.
All right,
make-
we found the place we gotta go.
you,
We found the villain.
you can't make out any
Um,
words, but you can make out a voice that has a bit of an echo to it. And you can also hear the faint noises of stuff being shuffled around.
Quinn just sighs and starts walking that way. I want you to know, by the way, when you said hole, I thought for a second you were going to say he could see the little holes that they were able to see him through, and I was like, are you going to do this to my boy?
It's fine. He doesn't need to know about that.
He's already come to terms. He doesn't need to know how much of it was visible.
I will say if Quinn starts going, Gaius is just, got an idea of where we want to go?
Quinn will relay all the information which I have been given.
Cool, Gaius is walking with you then.
Question. How are you going about it? How are you approaching
Sneakily.
He's
Or
just
attempting
walking.
to be sneakily.
this? Sneakily? Quinn,
Sure.
are you approaching sneakily?
I can't tell if he should. I can't tell if he would be pouting at this point, or
Like, Gaius is mostly handing me that, yeah, he is walking there, but, like, he's doing his best to stay out of sight, not make any unnecessary noise.
Quinn will probably do that. So you've convinced him to do stealth.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay. March and Fred. You guys
Yeah,
follow?
Mark would probably join the stealth.
Fred is not gonna stealth. He's just gonna walk there.
Oh my god.
Man.
He's, unless he ends up tripping over something, it should be fine. He doesn't. I don't think he'd make much noise from walking.
The audience. I just rolled Quinn stealth, and I said I swear if I get another nat 1. I got a 2.
I mean, it's
Oh
not a
my-
nat 1.
Well, it's not. Well, the monkey's paw hand curls.
Yeah.
Oh, Gaius got a 6. Oh.
God.
This is not a sneaky party, except for one person
Is
here.
gone.
There's only one sneaky well, hey, the good news is March certainly learned from his brothers, huh? Oh,
Yeah.
this party.
This party.
This
Alright.
party sure is.
Let me just. Do. Yeah, okay.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
How badly do they fail?
You approach. Uh, you approach that little hole that you saw the hands emerging from, and well, what you gonna do as you approach? Are you going to just hop through it? Are you gonna peek your head through? How are you going about it?
March is definitely trying to peek through, see any distinct faces.
Fred is also going to peek.
Yeah. Same for Gaius.
Joins the peaks.
Alright. You'll peek your head through, and you see an attic. And let's see what I had. There's a lot less boxes here, at least on the side you're currently on. As you gaze out into this room, on one end it looks very much the part of a mad scientist's laboratory. It is a dream come true. There is all sorts of gadgets and gizmos that you could not name, and you're pretty sure there's not a real life equivalent for many of them.
I don't know. Considering Gaius's roommate, he might have seen some of these things before.
Some of them might be familiar to you, but some of them are very, very much homemade.
Oh no, that's so fair. That's very fair.
Yeah, there's also a lot of scorch marks. Like, a lot of things have exploded here. In fact, you can see one section which seems dedicated to having things explode in it. And there is currently what looks like a perfectly normal washing machine sitting in the middle of the blast zone.
Oh
my
boy.
god.
I love this.
Oh my
Does
goodness.
the washing machine have a brick in it?
No, it's just a normal, pristine, like, just shiny, white, brand new washing machine.
Wonder if
When
instead of wash, well, it gives a type of wash. It gives an explosion wash, however that would work.
But yeah,
it burns all the stains away.
Yeah.
as you pry your eyes away from the washing machine, and the camera pans over to the rest of it. There is an explosion coming from off screen, and you can see a few gears flying and bouncing, but it's fine. The camera continues to pan. The other side of the lab is full of boxes, though these are very specifically. They look like moving boxes. They're made out of a sturdy cardboard, and it looks like the hands are very much trying to shove what they have in there. The current box that they are filling has a bunch of knife tips poking out of it. So you get the feeling that they're.
Well, we found where all the knives go.
My goodness.
And yeah, you also see in the center of all this chaos your bodies. And more than that, you see someone who is very much directing these bodies, who looks a lot like this.
Ooh, fun.
Huh.
Yeah.
So
Well
they're
then.
so yeah, they're saying something and gesturing and pointing at your bodies, who seem to be doing what this person is telling them to do. And if you want to, you can roll perception to see if you can find out more.
I admit the
Uh-huh.
Gaius in my head is just going time to cause problems on purpose. That is, get his body back.
It's same with Fred. Honestly, if Fred might actually yell at the guy.
If Fred
Might yell at
tries,
him.
Gaius is just, yeah, you know what, this makes sense. If Fred tries, Gaius just kind of slaps a hand over his mouth like, not the time. You can yell at them when we're back in our bodies.
I would say Fred does that thing like siblings do, where like if you cover their mouth, they lick your hand, but he can't. 'Cause
Unfortunately, you do
frickin'
not have an
math.
actual tongue. And yeah, so
Anyways,
your math.
perception. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fred.
the reason the boys get so low is because this moment happens.
Yeah, Fred and Gaius, you are too busy bickering with each other over how to go about this that you don't really get too much more. March, you can see that, one, you recognize a very familiar fried robotic chicken sitting on a table.
Goodness.
It's not been eaten, but you can see a tiny, teensy little flask with a very big tentacle coming out of it that is currently poking at the chicken. But more
Oh, fun.
important, yeah, Quinn, you'd see this too. More importantly, Marge, you can make out certain words and instructions that this person is saying. You get the. You also see that your bodies are. They tend to stick to the area with the boxes and seem to be unpacking the mess that the hands have made and trying to repack them in a much more orderly manner. Quinn, you see this, and you can also see that. Let's see. Sorry, Iggy. Hi.
A little tiny dog runs by once more.
Yeah. A little. No, Iggy!
Barking a lot, barking up a
The little
storm.
dog runs up to this person, barks at them, then runs away, being
Yeah,
chased by hands.
the teeny little dog runs by barking again, and yeah,
I guess you
Quinn,
could say it's an annoying dog.
yeah, Quinn,
Oh.
your body actually reaches over, plucks the dog, and places it within the box. There's now muffled
my
barking
goodness.
coming from the box.
Oh my
Goodness.
gosh.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, Quinn, you see that this very much ghosty looking mad scientist is currently peering over what seems to be a checklist. And you can probably piece together that, yeah, they move in.
My God. Did they take our bodies just to get help in moving?
Fletch, when
Possibly.
you told me that the motivation behind this was hilarious, I did not think you meant. Also, I'm shaking Quinn
March
because
is now just miffed, just like they could have asked.
I'm shaking Quinn
Asked
because
what?
Quinn, you know a ghost. You know a ghost. You cannot. This is not reason to go. Yes, this is why we shouldn't have ghosts. Quinn, stop that.
Don't be mean to Koshka. Koshka's great.
He likes Koshka. Koshka so far is the exception to his no ghost rule.
March is
Okay,
just
that's
giving
good.
me just the vibes of gonna walk up and give that dude a talk.
I think when if Gaius finds out from the others what's up, he's just gonna be like, dude, that's why you hire people.
Are you?
I'm so glad.
So
Quinn is
tempted to
living
just
in a
have
tiny
March
body.
just straight up walk out of cover and just give that ghost an earful.
Are they gonna give a stern talking to?
Yes, maybe.
Yes.
God, are so
If
you're
no one
just gonna
stops him.
forgo. You're just gonna forgo getting your bodies back and just march up to this ghost.
Up to this ghost, haha, pun intended. And then he's gonna get his body back because, and if he gets his body back, he can help. If that person asks nicely, he could have helped more.
I think Gaius is actually, if they're going to do that, he's going to get his own body back. That way he can secure the others.
Wait,
Yeah.
do they
Also,
even
Mark
know
is
how
gonna
to get their bodies back?
In
Yeah,
the
I
last
think they
Stab.
rolled.
Yeah, in the last game you pieced together that since hitting
Oh,
your body
yeah,
with the
yeah.
needle did this in the first place, that's how you undo it. Okay.
See,
so-
here's the
Yeah.
thing. I'm left with a thing because Quinn naturally wants to get his body back. The problem is the first thing he's handed me is if he gets his body back, they're gonna have an exorcism. So like, I don't know which.
Oh.
So like, out of character, I'm like, I don't know if I want to give you that. Actually, I think you might need to calm down, dial down the anger a bit.
Go into the screaming corner.
I'm just, the cat that's turned away, just he angry.
God.
Quinn right now just really beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one.
Incredible. But yeah, if no one stops March will just give that ghost an earful.
All right. Tell me
And
what the
can
plan
I
is.
argue
And
that,
all right, you
uh,
go.
like, can I argue that Gaius stealths up to his body, does a stab, and because March is going to be making a distraction with this, he does it at advantage?
Yeah, everyone just tell me what their plans are and I'll figure out the order of events and all that. Don't worry.
Got it.
Okay.
Quinn is gonna get his body.
Okay. So
Fred is gonna
Gaius
get his
and
body
Quinn
too.
are going to get their body. Fred?
March is going to be chaotic and fucking lecture a ghost.
Yeah, Gaius is gonna get his body.
Yeah, okay.
He's going to, like, essentially be sneaky, try to use March's distraction.
That's
Alright.
what Fred is doing too.
Okay, so March is going to confront this ghost alone. And
Yep, he's fine.
everyone else is gonna go get their bodies back. Okay. Everyone who
And
is
if anything happens, he can have backup.
everyone who is marching over to try and get their body back, roll stealth with advantage.
Alright.
Yeah,
Just plus
30-20.
Two
Yo!
nat 20s.
Alright, let's see if I can continue that.
Quinn
Probably
is
won't.
angry. He wants his body
Okay,
back.
this is at advantage. I'm gonna
It is an advantage.
ignore. Let's ignore that one unless it actually ends up being the highest, which I'd be concerned. Okay,
Okay.
18.
Let's
Hey,
see.
thank goodness for advantage.
Alright, I think
I can't. Goddamn.
y'all beat your own passive perception, so you do manage to successfully sneak up on your bodies.
Yay!
Yep, so you know what to do.
Stab.
You got your
Stab.
little
And
sheet.
this is with advantage because we are all hidden.
Yes.
That makes it.
Alright.
Come on, please, please,
The frick
please.
is my
no.
main
Maybe it's a good thing that March
Would
isn't
you like a
trying
15
to
or a 15?
attack his body because March has the highest AC, and he also has a pretty dang good passive.
Yeah.
Quinn is gonna walk up to himself and he is going to stab himself in the heel.
Okay.
Oh my
His
god.
ankles.
Alright. So,
Yeah, Gaius is just sneaky. Probably has to climb up knee because those boots are armored. Well, the greaves are armored, but stabby.
yeah, we'll
He's
go about the descriptions one by one. So, Gaius, how are you doing this?
I pretty much just like he sneaks, gets up behind, essentially just climbs the boots so that he's above the armored part and just does a quick stab. And
Yep. Alright.
he
So,
he might want try or just like when he's back, he's going to pretend like nothing happened, or he's going to try to.
okay, so if you want to try and pretend nothing happened, roll a con and then a deception.
Cool, this is gonna go great. Con from the doll's end or from his own sheet?
From your own sheet on both ends.
Okay. So that's the con.
All right.
It's so nice having advantage. Well, not advantage, con proficiency. And then deception, which is his best roll. Nope, never mind. He drops the box, I guess.
Yeah. So you successfully managed to pierce through the fabric and deal damage with your own silver needle, and suddenly there's this weird sensation of tugging and pulling, and you blink and you are back in your own body. You manage to not really be nauseous from this sudden shift in perspective, but you have a real face now, and you need to breathe and all of that, so you do sort of need
Joke.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's just this
Honestly,
weird
what he's
oh, you go.
oh, like he's also giving me that he'd want to just nab his little doll self real quick. So I'm just kind of imagining, ugh, living person again drops the box.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to grab the doll. Yoink.
Yep, you grab the doll.
So
The doll is empty now. There's nothing really controlling it. It's just a regular old doll right now. Though you do still feel a connection to it.
huh. Well, he's gonna pocket that in his hammer space real quick.
It is slipped into your hammer space.
Yay.
But next on the docket is Quinn. How are you doing in this?
Well, first he is going
Just
to.
fucking yeeting the needle like hornet style.
Yeah, he is just digging that because he has just simple like shoes on. He is going to dig that needle into his heel.
God.
Out.
You
Roll-
get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You successfully dig it into your heel. Roll a con. I'm gonna say at disadvantage with how fiercely you drove that needle in there.
I was gonna do a disadvantage either way because you said doesn't get sick, and I was like, oh wait, this is motion sickness, and I motioned to what Quinn has.
Yeah.
What does he have?
Quinn has motion sickness.
Oh.
That's why
Quinn-
he can't ride. That's why he can't ride in cars, boats, planes, anything like that.
Yeah, so
Oh.
Quinn, you successfully just dig it in there with all of the rage you're currently feeling in your tiny little doll body. And you also feel a sort of pull and sudden feeling of motion. And then you're back in your real body, and there is a pain in your heel, and just the slightest start of nausea in your stomach.
He is digging that needle out, and he's just gonna get on his knees for a second because, whoo, wait a minute.
Yeah, just take a moment to breathe. Alright, while Quinn is similarly recovering, Fred! How you doing this?
Launching the needle into the neck, into the back of the neck.
Okay, you Shadow of Colossus this, I guess.
Yep.
Alright, so you yeet the needle and roll me a con.
Oh boy. Just con save or
Yeah, con save.
okay. It's the same. Why did I not realize that? It's the freaking same.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, everyone did pretty okay in their cons. Puppy is Anky. Alright, so
The puppy has escaped the box.
you can hear chewing as the puppy scratches at the box. But yeah, so you launch it into your neck, and you also feel this tug and just sense of motion, like you're being suddenly shot through a tube, and then you're back in your real body. And you're not as bad as Quinn, but it is. You are still just a little bit dizzy.
Oof.
But yeah. So what you doing now that you got your body?
Just check to see if he has his briefcase.
You do have your briefcase. But
Hell yeah.
alright. With all that said.
And now back to March giving the ghost the time of their life.
Yeah. Let's rewind a moment and shift the camera over a few feet. March, how are you approaching this ghost?
Well, let's say that the ghost has turned their back to where the group of puppets were. So there is just from Mark, and he's just and when the ghost turns, they're just Mark with his arms crossed, looking very unpleased.
Yeah, this ghost sort of blinks and sort of floats down to look at you, and then smiles at you like, "Oh, hey, you're awake. I didn't
Why
expect
did
you
you
to get up
steal
here
our
so
bodies?
fast."
If you needed help moving, you could have just asked.
Well, then I'd have to pay you, and I really don't want
For
to do that.
damaging, for kidnapping us.
Well, I was going to give your bodies back after I was done moving.
Oh,
You know
you
that you're
have
selling your stuff outside, right? You could have just taken some of the money from that, you dingus.
yeah, and it wouldn't even be your money. You could have just asked us for help, and we would have helped you gladly. But no, you had to do whatever this is and make us into puppets for some reason.
Well, I had to put your souls somewhere. I wasn't just gonna let them float about all willy-nilly. That's irresponsible.
I mean, thanks for that at least, but...
So it's responsible to separate bodies from their souls, huh? No, it's not.
Can Quinn hear this?
I think they all are. I've been
Yeah,
commentating the whole time.
Gaius
Cool.
has made his way over, so
Cool, I'm just gonna scribble a little something. Keep talking.
Oh, those guys need to roll to grapple. Boy.
March is just like, I'm mad, but I'm mostly disappointed that you would do this. What is the ghost's response?
yeah, one moment. Dog is running around. Yeah, okay. Let's send you back to the window, okay? Yeah, there you go. Stay there.
Happy to say that Quinn does not, in fact, launch himself in a fit of anger.
It's really
Oh
good
boy.
That's good.
because I think if he tried, the guys actually would just try to hold back. So this is good. This is good.
There is definitely. Okay.
I mean, if you want, you can roll a disadvantage.
Yeah, there's definitely a dark shadow. I was rolling. There's definitely a dark shadow on his eyes, but he's not moving. He's just kind of glaring with all the fury capable of a real kind.
I think Gaius is just going to put a hand on Quinn's shoulder, like, not now.
Gaius is Quinn's morality compass right now.
Well, someone's gotta be.
Yeah, Gaius is just.
Don't worry, the chaotic good barbarian is lecturing the ghost.
Yeah, the ghost who is currently just listen. You don't understand. I have gone through so much red tape. It's kind of a nightmare trying to get people to work. My hands are stupid. And she gestures over at the box full of knives. I have to set them to collecting knives just to get them out of my hair.
You can get help if you don't ask. You walnut?
Oh, yes, because people react so well to a ghost asking them for help. Really.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've
you'd
seen
be
ghosts.
surprised.
I know a ghost. I'm friends with a ghost.
Quinn sweat dropping.
Right, because a ghost telling someone to, hey, come into my totally haunted house with all of my precious stuff here to, help me pack for no reward. That's something that people are going to believe.
I mean,
Well, maybe
you'd
if you
be
paid them, then
surprised.
maybe that would work.
I'm
Get
not
a
exactly
reward.
in a
You'd be
good position with the
surprised.
bank right now. And she gestures out of the window.
Gems. Give them something shiny.
Consider you pay
Banks
them with
don't work
knives.
like that.
No, you'd be
Who
surprised
says
what
it
some
doesn't?
people would
The
do for a
bank?
nice knife.
I will say
Even
most
Quinn's
people
just like
do.
the bank doesn't work like that.
I will say that people can do a lot for knives, but I want my knives. I'm not giving up my knives. The knives stay.
Okay, that's fair.
Get
Still,
a different reward then. Like, there are so many other things you can do, but don't involve kidnapping and stealing souls and putting them into puppets.
I
Only
mean,
temporarily.
and that's still a
Heather, you're going
violation
to.
of our own boundaries.
The ghost kind of just blinks.
Well, you heard me.
She looks a little confused. You're talking to a mad scientist.
Gaius face palms.
Like, okay,
Anyways, really, this was
let's
the
put
easiest
aside the
solution.
moral implication of this for a second. Let's think about efficiency. This is the least efficient thing.
This is the
This
most efficient
counting-
thing. I don't have to talk to a single person for this. That is
So they're an
great.
You say you say that, yet now you're talking to all of us.
Well, yes, you weren't supposed to
Absolutely
get
not.
out.
If you would ask, you wouldn't have
And-
to argue with me right now.
This would be way less awkward if you just asked us like normal people.
Listen,
No, you could have asked. You could have asked
Mr.
my boss to
Whatever.
send over some of my coworkers here.
I-
He sent me over here to check out the house to see if it would be a good place to set up base. And I bet if he said, "Hey, if you help me move out, I'll give you the house," then he
Oh.
would have sent over some me and my coworkers.
the house isn't exactly mine to give. And just sighs like, it belongs to the bank now. I just want to get my stuff and move out, maybe go off the grid, live in the woods for a bit, just
Oh,
where there aren't any
You are
people to
such
do.
an idiot.
are you like?
Aren't you the previous homeowner, though? Like, the only reason they started selling this stuff was because no one could find you for so long.
Because you died.
Just tell them that, hey, you might have died, but you're not fully dead yet.
Oh, but then I'd have to deal with the
You
debt.
know?
I really don't want to deal with the debt.
Oh, good. But
Watch
you can
face
take your
balls.
debts off your hands.
As you can see, this ghost sure is a piece of work, and she just sighs like, okay, listen, I apologize
no.
for.
Oh no! Oh, can I argue that if Quinn tries to get up, Gaius will actually try to hold him back?
Oh, he is already standing up, but you can definitely try. Because I need to put this in perspective for all our dear listeners. Because I've been quiet for a reason. I have been holding back because I've been like, no, there's got to be something here that Quinn can relate with. So what we have so far, let's just review. We have someone who is dead and doesn't want to move on. We have someone who
Well, they do want to move on. They want to move there.
different kind.
Oh my goodness.
We
That
have
was a 50.
we have someone who implications is on the run from debt, which is technically illegal.
Well, listen, they don't have to claim the debt if they're dead.
I don't think Quinn cares about that. Let's be honest. I look at everything involved with him. We have someone who has stuck their bodies in little dolls against their will because they didn't want to ask for help. We have someone who put their soul to the side, just casually. Quinn is handing me. I'm going to murk this person.
Oh boy.
That was a 15
so,
from Gaius'
for the sake,
athletics.
I'm gonna say out of character, I will not let that happen because we don't do angst here. But I do want to see.
Well, in this particular game.
Not in this particular game.
Listen, I will say, she's kind of already dead. You, like, most that'll happen is that you'll knock some sense into her.
Quinn just absolutely goes feral and launches himself at him.
Oh, that still made it.
That's that's a fifth nat one.
Wait, I feel bad for Fletch, for Spec. I feel because you're full of rage advantage, maybe, because I think it's funny.
My
And also,
goodness.
I enable terrible ideas and terrible happenstance. Well,
Oh boy.
Gaius manages to hold on to Quinn for a second.
For all of 3
Quinn
seconds.
slips through though. Yeah. Just like, hey. Like, pulls him back a bit, but nope. Quinn launches forwards. Gaius lands on his butt.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I do have a fun flavor thing I could do for this, but I want to know if I'm allowed to do a crime.
What crime that be?
Can I have one angst crime?
You can have one angst crime, if only because this weird ghost is sort of immune to angst herself.
It's not at the
I'm
ghost.
just trying to keep my cat from eating my wires.
Gaius grabs him and pulls him back, and then Quinn, with a completely dark gaze and a growl, just goes, "Let go," and then launches himself at the ghost.
Fun. What you doing?
Yeah, no, fun. Yeah, Gaius kind of just lands on his butt and it's just, oh no.
So fun fact, Quinn is back in his normal body, which means I have the tavern brawler feat again. He's just gonna sucker punch this ghost in the face.
Do it.
Gosh, I have to remember what the roll to hit is for unarmed strike.
I think it's strength, and since you have Tavern Brawler, you have proficiency.
Are
Sweet.
you gonna add a smite to this since you're a paladin?
You know, that's a brilliant idea, actually.
Oh my goodness! Can't believe
Smite
Quinn
punch.
gonna give this.
He's going to where is it? Divine Smite. Does it count as a melee? No, because that's an unarmed strike, so it wouldn't be a melee weapon.
I think unarmed
No, I mean,
strikes
it
are
should be
melee
a melee.
weapons.
They
Yeah.
are? Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is going to give up one of his first level spell slots for this. And he is going. Let's just roll a hit first. This is 21 hit.
Yeah, that hits.
My
You
goodness.
made him angry, okay? Alright. Let me.
I think Quinn deserves to murk someone for fun.
mean,
This is like
yeah.
the closest he's gonna get the fluff for this, so like.
I think he deserves to let loose just a little.
As a treat.
The dice were not kind to him.
Alright.
8 damage.
Oh. Okay. Did you? Yeah. You.
Wait, you didn't add your strength modifier?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you have the strength modifier to that?
Yeah.
Because it's
Okay.
an unarmed strike.
Then that's gonna be a 12.
Okay. Yeah, you punch this ghost and like you sure are pouring all of your paladin rage into this. So it is a very solid face punch, and she just goes spinning through the air and out the wall. Before, just a few seconds later, she pops her head back through, nursing her cheek like, well, maybe I deserve that.
Yeah, you do.
This is what happens when you do all of this. And March just like points at himself, still a puppet.
Which actually, Gaius is gonna go, oh yeah, do you want your body back, by the way?
Yeah,
Well, just-
look me up. And he
Yeah,
just like goes like the uppies.
Yeah, Gaius does that, puts his hand over to where March's body is.
Yep, and March will gently poke one of the flowers.
Alright. And because her concentration was kind of broken, like, your body is sort of just standing there, and as you poke the flower with the needle, roll me a con.
Alright, now I just need to open March's character sheet again.
Con save, because I'm pretty
Hey,
sure you
just
have
a
proficiency
second.
in that.
Yep, +8. Oh my god, you want a 14 or a fucking 14?
My
God.
goodness.
Yeah, so it does take you do also feel that feeling of like getting pulled towards your body and just the sensation of movement until suddenly it stops and you are in your correct body again.
And also the fact that he's much, much, much taller now.
You are so much taller,
Think the
and you
wires.
have all four arms again.
All of
Which,
his limbs are functioning again.
yeah, you can move your arms independently, which is probably why you accidentally smack yourself a little bit, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's just, he flails a little bit, but it's fine. He knows how to control his limbs mostly.
Yeah. It just takes a moment because you got a bit used to the puppet, which is currently
Yep.
flopped down in Gaius's hands.
You'll pass the puppet over.
Yep, March will take the puppet.
Yep, you can also still feel a sort of connection with it. And the ghost sort of just sighs very deeply and slides back through the wall into the room entirely, and is just, all right. I am sorry that I hurt your feelings.
Just our feelings.
So is somebody gonna
You're
grab
not
Quinn again
sorry.
before he decks again?
Honestly, I don't think Gaius will. He's like, you're not sorry at all, are you?
Yep.
Tell us with feeling,
Can
actually.
Quinn,
Do the
can Quinn roll a deck
Someone
for
just
ghost
says like,
again?
"I'm sorry, but you got insulted." It's just like, damn, really?
Can Quinn roll the deck again?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, Gaius isn't stopping him. He's just like, he's standing with his arms crossed, just watching this unimpressed.
Yeah, Mark is also giving the "I'm very disappointed" look.
All right. So, yeah, that sure do be an 8.
That is max damage.
Yeah, this
There's
time.
another solid punch to the face.
Yeah, this time you punch her directly on top of the head, and she goes down through the floor. And there's an even longer pause before she slinks back up through the floor, just like, this is why I don't like dealing with people. All right,
Perhaps
what?
you shouldn't have done this then.
It. In my defense, it did kind of seem like the easiest way at the time. But
Now
Mark
you know
face
it
palms.
Is somebody gonna
Nah.
grab Quinn?
isn't. No, considering what Quinn told the guys earlier, he'll
She
respect
does.
that.
They do put their hands up for a moment, like, wait, don't, before you punch me again.
Quinn has his hands pulled back already, like, you better start talking fast. His eye, he's got like, there's like a shadow over his eyes. This kid is furious right now.
Okay, right, all right, okay.
I'm listening.
I recognize now that you all bring up some very good points.
He's raising the hand.
And I acknowledge those points. So I realize not everyone might be as okay with not having a body as I am. I mean, really, to me, it seemed more like of a temporary inconvenience, but.
Quinn is pulling back.
Mark
Gaius
is
should
doing
just like
so you know
Gaius is
that
just
one meme of like not yet Ferg, just like Mark is just like not yet Quinn. Let her finish.
Exactly,
Slowly
Gaius
lowers the
just
hand.
very deadpan goes, get better people skills, you moron.
And she's just like, right. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I
Gaius is
recognize.
currently doing this.
I recognize that I was wrong to do that, and I am sorry for and she pauses to think.
Kidnapping us,
He's pulling the hand up again.
forcing us from outside of our bodies.
I am sorry for leading you into a trap in which I temporarily repossessed your bodies in order to help me pack and move out before the debt collectors make their way up to the attic.
Quinn's pulling the hand back.
What more?
That's a start. Okay, I think that's the best we're gonna get.
Yeah, alright. I'll accept that.
As you can
Apology.
see, I'm.
Tentatively expect. Stop eating the wires!
As you can see, I'm.
Getting into the corner! Stop
Oh,
trying to eat the wires, Penny!
we got. We got Kitty
Sandals, don't
crying.
eat the wires.
Cat
He's also
crimes.
trying to jump on me. Which is highly impressive considering how small she is.
Oh. Yeah.
And also she
She's.
scratched my leg.
Uh-oh. You good?
Rip.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. But yeah, so she's just. I realize I'm not You probably know I'm not exactly the best at people. Um, Part of the reason why I was thinking of maybe moving into the woods this time. So sorry. If you want, you can. Well, and she's thinking before she's just. You can keep the puppets as a souvenir. They're connected to you now. I'm not sure if you can ditch them at this point. But you can also have one
Quinn
of my
is
cool
raising
knives.
arm.
No, Gaius joins into like not yet. Quinn raises hand.
Just okay, fine. You can
It
have.
just like holds the puppet and like I have a few questions about this actually. One, why would you take the time to, customize them if you were low on time, trying to get everything in order to move?
Oh well,
Just
that's because um, it doesn't work unless there's a resemblance between the puppet body and the real body.
Ah, makes
so
sense.
unneedlessly complicated.
I'm not exactly the best at simple. And as she says that, yet another thing sort of explodes in the lab.
Yeah, I
You
had
can
the
tell.
feeling.
uh, but yeah, sorry about all that. You have your body specs, so no harm, no foul.
I think that's the best we'll get. So sure.
You can have
Yeah.
anything you want here as a sort of peace offering in addition to the puppet.
Take a knife and we'll be even.
What did he say?
Oh my
I'll take a knife and we'll be even.
She gestures towards the knife box before she's just, you might want to ask the hands to help you out. They're not really the best at packing.
Is March getting Q a knife?
He's getting both Hugh and Decimal a knife. He's getting Hugh a nice knife with a blue handle. He's getting Decimal a knife with a red handle and probably some like card-related carving on the blade.
Oh,
Symbolic stuff.
Nice.
amazing.
You get some real cool knives. How's
Yep.
Quinn doing? And how's Fred doing?
Yeah.
Fred has not been paying attention.
Uh.
He's been busy writing down some notes on something.
Fair.
So he has actually not. He does not know what has happened in the past few minutes.
Amazing.
Quinn is he pauses. He takes a deep breath. It's about
You get the feeling that you're dealing with a supreme idiot here.
he's gathering that, and his vision's clearing a bit. He's no longer seeing dark and red. He's kind of He's calmed down. He's got his he's got his he's back. He's able to think this through. So what I'm hearing is you are technically in debt to the bank, and rather than facing this, you are running from the situation.
She snaps her fingers. Exactly.
You do realize that you not only have confessed this to multiple people, you have confessed this to a detective.
She starts moving back towards the wall while giving you finger guns.
Quinn is launching himself.
You know what, Gaius is not stopping this. He just face palms and goes, I'm going to take a knife as my payment, alright?
Quinn, roll an athletics at disadvantage because this is technically a ghost.
God, this is hysterical.
Alright, that's 21. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
you manage to tackle this ghost before she slips through the wall and pin her to the ground. She is wiggling, trying to escape. It's just like, no, wait, come on! You can have 2 knives!
Has actually, just because I think I'm hilarious. Okay, cool. March has pulled out popcorn from his hammer space.
Oh, salted. Can I have some?
Yep, and he tosses some to Gaius. I'm assuming Gaius catches it perfectly in his mouth.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Probably just walk over and steal some too.
Okay, Tiny is now in confinement, aka on my lap.
Nice.
Okay. Fletcher, it's up to you if Quinn arrests the ghost. It'd be like an angsty thing, but this is so, like, I can't say that sentence with a serious face, actually.
Like, I mean, if you want, she's currently very much trying to escape. And is trying to bargain, just like, no, come on, you, what about that dog? You want that little dog? You can have it.
You can't, okay, but you can't do this because the mud wants to die.
You want you want Robo-Iggy so bad.
The guy is just going,
I
oh,
will let you
they've been
go.
learning.
If you agree to pay the debt.
Oh my god, Mark is handing me stupid ideas after stupid ideas. Can I try and sleight of hand the dog and get the dog? He'll hand it to Quinn later.
God.
You have the help action. Gaius is helping you.
If you want, the right now the ghost is just like, fine, I'll pay, just come on. Just let me go.
Quinn is gonna get really quiet. Is this ghost a Toon ghost?
This is a Toon ghost.
With all of the, like, glare possible in his real kind body, he's gonna hold out a pinky finger. Swear on it.
Oh, you are a bastard, aren't you?
Wouldn't be the first time I got called that.
And there is a
Yeah.
big dramatic sigh, and the ghost is very much weeping big dramatic 2D tears as she gives you a pinky promise.
Quinn steps off and brushes himself off.
The ghost is just laying on the floor.
Big dramatically.
Is the ghost now in the ghost trick death pose?
Yes. You're all so mean.
I'm just imagining like waterfall tears.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm sorry, but Nah, reap what you sow.
I love how this just turned on clown. Like, there wasn't a battle. It was just clown on the ghost.
Yeah. Like you could have
Clown
made it into
communication.
you could have made it into a battle, but just the way you approached her.
Fucking punched her. Just fucking decked her in the face.
Yeah, she just on the ground while sobbing snaps her fingers again, and some hands come over, and Fred and Quinn, you're handed your little puppet versions of yourselves. You do also feel that there's still a connection. She's just fine, take them. And take the dog, take it all.
Hey, out of character, I feel bad.
It's very
I
much
think
Toonish weeping.
Mike's
will
just like snarks, and he just gives like a little like pat. He's like, next time, ask for help.
Yeah,
Even
Gaius has
things
also
like
just
theft and
gotten
all
into.
that. Just ask for
Yeah.
help. You'll get much further.
Yeah, Gaius also does a pat, and like, well, now you know. I'm going to second March here.
I just don't want to lose my stuff. I don't want to talk to people.
All of your stuff, you can find, I don't know, some work for your mad scientist thing, but you can do and live in a more honest life. And you can also find a way to do that while not talking to people. Just don't resort to and stealing people's souls to place them in puppet bodies.
You'd be surprised at the amount of people out there who want mad scientists working for them.
Yeah, and you can get things arranged, but you don't have to talk to anyone. Just you and your hands.
She's sort of just wiping away tears now. And she's just, and they'll let me make fire-breathing boars.
Yes, you'll be
Yeah.
surprised the kind of stuff that I've witnessed here.
Yeah.
She
You kidding me when I
Fire-breathing
it's like
boars.
you kidding me when I tell my roommate about this, I think she'll want to try recreating boars.
You
I'll give
should
you one for 5
have
gold.
the two meet up.
Gaius laughs nervously. He doesn't know. He doesn't think they should meet, actually.
Fair.
They should absolutely not meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sniffles and
They will make everything worse. They will make each other worse.
yeah.
They will, which is why Gaius just laughed nervously, and when the ghost is looking away, just giving like cross, like, bad idea, do not let them meet. It's March. No matter what.
He has a thought bubble of the two of them just laughing maniacally while the world goes up in flames, and there are flaming boars running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, like guy says, if you let that happen, would you like to save the world then when it goes off?
I'd rather not.
Yeah. There's your answer.
Yeah, the ghost kind of just sniffles and nods. And congratulations. You've
You said that
successfully
punch
made
the
a
guy no
ghost
matter
pay
what,
your debt.
right?
What's that?
We solved the ghost puzzle, and by both by punching her and telling her to be a better question mark person.
Yeah. At
Yeah.
least a person who pays their debt to society.
Yeah, we one step, baby steps.
We're still in the deferalization stage. We'll get to morality later.
Mhm.
Stop making robot hands and turning people into puppets.
I love the part. Quinn didn't even promise that. Quinn was just like, "Pay your debt, man." Quinn has such a
Yeah.
low bar for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, and yeah. My
Uh.
goodness.
Listen, Quinn grew up with 2 half-toons. He knows the power of pinky promises.
Mhm.
He's not
Mhm.
going to ask too big of a thing, but paying your debt is the least he can ask.
Yeah. So.
And hey, maybe she'll get some character growth out of it.
Will it
Maybe.
be for the better or for the worse? We don't know.
Next Halloween, she reappears as a new game where she's where there's a secret lab.
My
Uh,
goodness.
She as a way to pay her debt.
yeah. So, unless there's anything else you want to say, she will like have the mechanical hands like open the doors and help escort you out if you wish. She like there is stuff about the puppets if you're keeping them, but she doesn't know the whole story about them. So that's just
I will
Oh
say,
my god.
if Quinn
You
tries
know
to
what?
get,
My
Like, the
goodness.
puppet.
you said if Quinn tries, you said that if the puppets are like kind of like they'll find you again, won't they?
yeah, they're just a
You want a
little bit
funny?
haunted by you.
You want a
It's
funny?
fine.
Yeah.
Quinn walks over to the window, opens it up, and drops his puppet.
Oh
He
no.
turns
God.
around and it's just sitting on the box.
Yeah. And the guy's just okay. I guess yes, Iggy, yes. Yes, puppy.
The dog is now barking from March's hands. March is handing the dog to Quinn.
Mhm. All right. Okay.
Consolation prize.
Yours now.
The ghost is kind of just looking at that and then floats over and picks up the puppet to examine it. And sort of just you are determined to bark at me. All right. Iggy, down. Okay, there. Keeping him at bay. So, where was I?
Like, I'm keeping Tiny away from the freaking wires.
Yeah, so she examines it and it's just like, oh, I see. Right. Well, I don't think you have a choice in keeping these, so have fun. I think if you want, you can probably find some ways to use them.
So
Okay.
how fast is she gonna dip through the floor? Because Quinn is giving that look of "I'm gonna punch you again."
Uh, she's just, I'm going to go. I'm gonna go now. Have fun. They're. It's fine. And just scoots on through the floor.
Quinn dives right as she goes through, and the puppet falls on his head.
Guys,
Like,
just kind
just
of.
like a clunk on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Gaius just walks over and gives Quinn a pat on the shoulders.
He just sighs and takes the little
Sure
cape off
was.
the puppet and hands it to Gaius.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you want to know, I can send you the I can send you the reward.
Yes, yes.
Hey!
Yee!
Carrionette.
Carrionette. Amazing.
I love this. I had so much fun, genuinely.
But
Okay,
yeah,
can I
so
Oh, great.
can I say after the fact, one that actually Fred had left as soon as the doors had opened, so he wasn't there to see like the little puppet come Quinn's puppet come back after being dropped.
Oh no.
Fred did leave behind a business card, but anyways, Fred is well outside the house. He still has the puppet in hand, and his briefcase is tucked underneath his arm. He pulls out a flip phone, and this is what he says. Hey, boss man. So the house here wouldn't really be a great place, you know? It's got a lot of problems with it. It's not too big, and a lot of the tech there is pretty old and janky, it seems. Yeah. And while Fred is saying this, he's like looking at the puppet and kind of fiddling with it in his hands. So yeah,
It's
a
just like
bit of failure.
thinking about how he's gonna explain the day he had Toonkind and Decimal.
Not so much that, because Fred then drops the puppet on the ground and says goodbye to, and then says, "See you soon, boss man." Closes his phone and walks off into the distance.
Does
The
the
puppet
puppet get back up and
gets up.
falls over him?
The puppet doesn't move, but you do, Fred, as you walk, you see the puppet perched in various places along your walk uh, until you pick
Actually,
it
I
up.
don't. Wait, hold on. Let me roll a perception to see if he does see.
Oh my god.
-1, you know.
A 10.
Oh,
Yeah, you.
I don't think he sees.
It takes a while. You only see because at some point it just smacks you in the face.
Drops on you.
Yeah.
He tries
It's
to
like,
leave it
notice
behind
me,
again.
idiot.
It flies back into your face.
It's going to just be a constant repeat of him just dropping it again, fly back in the face, drop. It's just going to be that constantly.
Congratulations, you now have a haunted puppet.
Boomerang.
Oh my goodness.
It only hits you.
My goodness.
By the way, is anyone going to take the business card Fred left behind?
Might as well. Is it just one, or did he leave one for everyone?
It's just one.
March kind of just assumed he left it for the ghost.
Yeah, same on Gaius, honestly.
Well, it does just have a phone number on it. So
And March doesn't really know what business he's doing, so he doesn't think he'll need his services.
Like, if it's not taken up by anyone, Gaius might just slide it over to the bank member.
Fair.
So yeah, just so like it's not just left there.
Very fair. But yeah, so congrats. Y'all finally get to leave the mansion free of fire-breathing boars and with a funny little puppet in tow.
And some pretty sweet knives.
And some pretty sweet knives. And Quinn now has a tiny robotic puppy, I guess. But yeah.
The
What a
chaos
way to
that
get
happens.
familiar.
So, unless anyone else has epilogue stuff, I will start closing us out.
I
I
think
do
I'm
have
good.
one funny idea.
Oh wait. Oh,
Cut
actually,
to Martin Hughes' apartment. Martin Hughes and now sort of Decimals as well apartment, and just like March opens the door. You would not believe the day I had.
March, is everything okay? And he
I
runs right
couldn't-
over.
Yeah. And that's like screen fades to black.
Yes. Wait,
Like, oh, before that, emergency. Like, I got you a knife,
Oh, thank you. You're getting a hug.
and that's where the screen fades to black because I think I'm hilarious.
Valid.
You are.
Alright. If no one else has anything, I'll close this out.
Or I guess final thing, like, yeah, like, heck it. Gaius just, like, does a quick check-in on Quinn, just, like, make sure he's alright leaving, and then he heads back home. He finds a certain artificer and goes, "Hey, Mary, have you ever considered making a wild boar that breathes fire?" Smash
And
cut.
yep, and like from outside the friends, just like, well, go on. That's where we cut off.
Love that. I guess Quinn is alright. The dice are kind.
Quinn is fine. Everything's in a box. He is not going to tell anybody about this situation he's gone through, especially not Leo. He has just put that in a box. It is fine. Everything is fine.
You are getting a visit from Gaius later, so help me.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, alright. So I hope that y'all had fun. You successfully made a ghost pay her debt, or at least try to. And you all have fun souvenirs. So yeah, I hope that you all had fun. I hope that the audience has had fun listening to this wild ride of a game. And I'll see
So
you
much
all.
fun.
It's been an absolute blast, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad. But I'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.